From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, another 90-degree day today, but it could be the last for at least several weeks, maybe the year. 133 of them so far this summer, beating the record of 130 set back in 2005. Tomorrow we're going to be in the mid-80s thanks to cloud cover moving in, thanks to this weather action off to our west. But first off, let's take a look at our drone camp today. And we had a lot of blue skies, but a lot of high-level cirrus action out there, especially as you looked off to the west. But generally fair to partly cloudy skies, and sure enough, we got up to 90 degrees. That's a microwave dish right here that points to our big tower out by Roberts Cove. And there we go, looking around and panning around. Generally a pretty nice day. Hopefully you enjoyed the 90s, because I think we're done with them for a while. In favor of 70s for highs. How about lower 50s for lows? That means there could be some upper 40s in Acadiana before the weekend is done, if not early next week. Now, we do have this weather system back to the west. It's creating a fair bit of a severe weather threat from Texas into Oklahoma. We're not going to see severe weather here. In fact, most of the impetus of these storms are going to be in Texas, not so much into Louisiana, but we'll get to that in just a bit. Regional Doppler radar showing mostly shower activity streaming along the upper Texas coast, pretty much in the same spots we had it yesterday, and then into the northern part of the state, seeing some rainfall mainly along and north of the I-20 corridor. Here in Acadiana, Power Doppler 3, all is quiet, but that should change tomorrow. We should see some shower activity, not much, but we should see some. So as we take a look at the moisture channel here on the European model, we're still dealing with Tropical Storm Philippe. It's going to be going by Bermuda right here. Tropical storm warnings have been issued, and that's going to be heading up toward Canada. It looks to be a fairly significant storm once again, maybe portions of New England. Meanwhile, we're high and dry. This is not, the purple means just dryness, not cool air. But what we will be watching, here's our frontal boundary out in the Gulf of Mexico as we head into early next week. Something may want to try to develop down here in the Bay of Campeche. This is not unusual for October and for fronts to get down into the southern Gulf and something generates up here. Usually if something develops down here, it stays down here, gets sheared off to the northeast, or a system develops and moves off to the northeast, but something we'll watch. We do have another upper level trough over here in the west, and that's probably going to deliver another front come next Friday or Saturday. So in the near term, here comes the front. Best rain chances staying back to the west of us, but we'll see some scattered activity, not much. Temperatures holding in the 80s tomorrow afternoon. As that front works its way through, we could see showers through the evening hours. This is 10 o'clock tomorrow night, and then maybe a few sporadic showers into Friday. But overall, looking breezy and mild for Friday. Notice we don't get much higher than the mid-80s, but here comes that secondary front racing on through as we get towards Saturday morning. Will favor low to mid 60s and a pretty windy day. Those winds will probably be gusting 20 to 30 miles an hour as we get into the daytime hours of Saturday. So it will be a breezy day. And look at this, by 1 o'clock Saturday, temperatures are struggling to get into the 70s. That's the great news. Here's the not so great news. Most of us see a 1/10 of an inch or less of rain. You can see where the model's picking up on a potential shower or storm over by Forked Island, but you can't go with that one location. It could be somewhere else, but that's what the model's telling us. As we go to the west, much wetter as you get into Texas, where we have areas in the red area in the 3-inch range. So temperatures tonight in the middle 70s. Tomorrow will favor low to mid 80s into the afternoon hours. And then as we head into Friday morning, we're going to see temperatures not much cooler in the 60s, but it'll be better, holding in the 80s for Friday afternoon. And then here comes the nice cool air. Temperatures dropping down low to mid 60s. Could see some upper 50s, northern portions of Acadiana, but wait, there's more coolness ahead. So overnight tonight, we'll go 73, 74 for your low. Overall, a mild night with a little bit of a slight southeast breeze out there. Then for tomorrow, well, temperatures warming back up into the 80s, but below 90. That is the good news. The clouds will be on the increase. And then we could see a scattered showers and maybe a rumble of thunder as we head into the afternoon hours. So we'll be looking for that for sure. So a rain chance at 60%, but that's a soft 60%, meaning you're going to get a little rain, but not much at all. So don't count on a soaking quite yet. Rain chances dropping down, lingering clouds on Friday with that secondary front. And here's the weekend. Highs in the 70s, a windy Saturday. Overnight lows, lower 50s. This is fantastic. And then as we get into next week, we'll see a gradual warm up, perhaps another front on the horizon as we head toward the end of the week. So overall, the 10-day forecast looking much better. A couple of warm days, and then we switch the dial to fall. That's it for weather for right now. We're going to have more coming up right after the break.